In this video, I'm gonna bust 8 speed cubing myths. Like and subscribe. So the first myth is that you need to be a genius to solve a Rubik's Cube. In the essence of you having to be a genius, you have to know where pieces go. This myth is definitely wrong, because anyone could solve a Rubik's Cube if they put their mind up to it. How I solve a Rubik's Cube is I just solve the cross. All you need to know, anything you need to know is the anatomy of the pieces. You solve it by solving a cross, and then you solve the first 2 layers of the cube. Then you solve the last layer in 2 different algorithms. An algorithm is a sequence of moves you do to move around pieces. Like this. That's an algorithm. It's a sequence of moves you memorize to move around pieces. The next one is, there is a trick to solving the Rubik's Cube. Now, some people might say you can solve the cube by just doing a sequence of moves like this, but it really doesn't do anything. The only thing it really does is it basically just moves it back to its original location. So if I just do these 2 moves over and over again, eventually it's gonna turn back. And bam, finally. That took forever. We wouldn't be able to solve it because it would just go back to the original location. Alright, myth number 3. All the best cubers are adults. Now this myth is definitely very wrong, because this is very much a misconception. Every cuber should know that there's famous cubers like Yi Hung Wang from China, which can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 5 seconds in an average. But that doesn't mean an adult can't be a world champion. Alright, myth number 4. If you want to solve a Rubik's Cube, you must be good at math. Now, in order to solve a Rubik's Cube, you don't have to be good at math. Now, if you want to figure out every little thing about the Rubik's Cube and how algorithms are made, how everything is this and that, you definitely want to be good at math. Yes, it does have math involved, but not while solving a Rubik's Cube. Number, I think, 5. This myth is not as common. This myth is Rubik's Cubes are impossible to solve without a video. Now, this is very likely untrue. The first one to solve a Rubik's Cube solved the cube without a video, which was the inventor of the Rubik's Cube himself, Erno Rubik. Number 6. The more you scramble a cube, the harder it is. Now, I could go on scrambling this cube for eternity, but who has the time to do that? Me, I have the time. So I'm just gonna keep scrambling this cube until I go insane, and then see the difference between an over-scrambled cube or a properly scrambled cube. I think this is plenty scrambling up. Let's go to solving. Now I'm going to try a quote-unquote easier scramble. It's literally the same difficulty, whether it's scrambled with 58 moves or 22 moves. Alright, a speed cube is solved by reversing a scramble. I'm not even going to try this one, because if I reverse doing what I just did, that would be nearly impossible. As I showed at the beginning already twice, you solve a cube by doing this, doing that, and just you do different steps. And number 8, last but not least, a speed cube is solved by solving each color. Now this method is very much impossible, because you can't solve a Rubik's Cube with solving 5 sides. Solving just one side of a cube is... Solving just 2 sides of a cube is very hard. Solving 3 sides is nearly impossible. Solving 4 sides is really hard. And then solving 5 sides of a cube is actually impossible. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.